Napoleon Part 2. Austerlitz to Waterloo. Napoleon's greatest battles. In the last chapter of Part 1, we watched a man rise from the shadows of obscurity to the peak of the French Empire. But the climb was easy compared to what came next. The thrones of Europe, the mighty dynasties of Austria, Prussia, and Russia, did not sit idly by. They saw a conqueror. They prepared a cage. Napoleon Bonaparte was no longer just a general. He was the master of destiny. But destiny has a price, and that price is written in blood on the fields of Europe. Today, we step into the smoke of the battlefield. We are not just looking at history. We are looking at the moment the world held its breath. It began with a vision. Napoleon didn't just fight. He orchestrated. He understood that a battlefield is not just ground and dirt. It is a canvas for genius. Think of Austerlitz, 1805, the Battle of the Three Emperors. While his enemies believed they were trapping the lion, Napoleon was luring them into a masterstroke. He feigned weakness. He retreated. He whispered to his enemies exactly what they wanted to hear. And then, at the perfect second, the trap snapped shut. In this section, we break down how he moved his armies like chess pieces, turning numerical inferiority into a crushing, historical victory. But glory, my friends, is a heavy burden. With every victory, the stakes grew higher. The map of Europe was being erased and redrawn overnight. Nations fell. Monarchs were exiled. The common soldier, once fighting for the ideals of the revolution, was now fighting for the glory of one man. We will dive deep into the freezing winds of the Russian winter, the turning point where even a genius faced the cruelty of nature. This is where ambition met reality. This is where the empire began to crack under its own weight. As we approach the end of his reign, we look toward Waterloo. The sky is dark. The mud is thick. The fate of Europe hangs in the balance one final time. Was it arrogance? Was it destiny? Or was it simply that time comes for everyone, even for those who claim to rule it? We will examine the strategy, the errors, and the final moments that sent Napoleon Bonaparte from the throne of an emperor to the solitude of an island prison. Napoleon reshaped our laws, our borders, and our modern sense of power. But when you look at the map today, do you see his mark? Or do you see the thousands of lives that were lost in the quest for a name that would live forever? This was the life of a man who refused to follow history. He chose to write it himself. Thank you for watching Part 2.